I wonder why some parents would look for alternatives to proper schools for their children. Today, we have invited Mabel Lim, an administrator of a private school, to share her thoughts and her experience with us. I am Peter Lam. This is Emily Lam. Mabel, welcome to come to share with us.
Thank you.
Maple, we're so happy that you can share with us about your experience as a parent too, right? Maple, from what I understand, all your kids actually attended Cornerstone Academy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you share with us maybe your thoughts as a parent? Maybe when and how did you actually find out about Cornerstone Academy?
Well, back in 1980, my husband and I were looking for a school for a 1-year-old daughter. And a friend told us that there is a school in the Sunset District called the Little Lights Preschool. And I found out that they teach English and Chinese to the children. And both my husband and I were very excited. So we signed up right away. And she started preschool when she was 2.5 years old.
Oh, so she actually,
yes,
she signed up when she was 1.
Yes.
Oh, was it
yes,
a
there
waiting
was a long waiting list at that time.
But
yes.
you mentioned a different name.
Yeah, the school was called Little Lights for many years. And later on, it was changed to Cornerstone Academy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's
another reason that I wanted my children to come to Cornerstone is because of the school's unique school hours. It's open at 7 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m. And that's really good for both my husband and I because we both have to work.
It's convenient.
Yes, it's very convenient.
You mentioned something about Chinese language.
Yes.
Is it Mandarin or Cantonese?
It's Cantonese. I think back then also there's not that many Mandarin speaking Chinese in San Francisco. Now our preschool program still teaches Cantonese. Yeah, we teach Mandarin at a 3rd grade level on up.
Now, you mentioned they entered as preschoolers.
Yes.
How about after preschool? Did they continue?
Yes, I decided to keep them at Cornerstone because the long hour really works for us, and the children can do their homework in their after school time. They're supervised, always in a safe environment. So those things are very important to my husband and myself.
Yes, they are important to their parents, right? Yeah. So they're being able to stay after school and do their homework. I think that probably helped parents a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very helpful to see a parent's point of view. But I remember, Maple, when Peter and I met you, you were a teacher at Cornerstone Academy, right?
Yes.
So, and did you also, I believe you also had some administrative responsibility. Can you share about that too?
Sure. In 1994, the executive director of Cornerstone Academy, Mrs. Genevieve Loud, approached me and asked me if I would like to become the school secretary at the Sunset location.
I see.
And at that time, I was working at a dental office, but the dentist just recently fell off a ladder and he had to sell his practice. So I thought that was a good time for a career change. So I accepted the position and I became a secretary. Yes.
Worked out in good time.
Yes, it did.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah. How did you move from being a secretary for the school to being a teacher?
Well, when I was a secretary, I'm always amazed to hear the children's laughter and see their smiling faces. And I thought, wow, what a good job to become a teacher. So I went back to college and I took all the required early education classes and became a preschool teacher after 4 years of going to City College.
Oh, no wonder. Because it seemed to me you really enjoyed
I did.
children.
I did. I think it was great. I never regretted that change and position. And then in 2003, I was asked to become the site supervisor at the Sunset location. But I still continue to teach.
Yeah,
I
so
see,
there's
I see.
another campus site.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Maybe
actually the original Cornerstone Academy
I see.
school site.
Oh, it has expanded
Yes.
a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
But now, your role is director of admission. Is that your title?
Yes.
Can you tell us what are your responsibilities?
My main responsibility is to meet with parents. Sometimes I'll talk to them on the phone or communicate with them through the email. And it's to introduce them to our school. I conduct group tours, school tours, advice to parents on what to do, how to apply, and how to do the enrollment process.
Oh, okay. So now you're spending more time with the parents too.
Yes.
So you're the perfect person for us
Yes,
to
I have experience as a parent and a teacher.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Now, since you have so much experience in the different roles, we'd like to ask you, can you give us maybe some reasons why parents may be looking into your school, and maybe give us some information about Cornerstone Academy as alternative to public school?
I think the majority of the people who come to apply for their children are parents who want their children to learn Chinese. And the second reason is the long hour that I had mentioned, because school is open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. For first grade on up, from 3 to 6, that's an after school enrichment program.
You said that the school hours are from 7 to 6.
Yes.
Does that mean all the students have to be here at 7, or they will be kind of as late?
No, they're not required to be here.
Oh,
at
good.
7. But the school is open at 7 to facilitate the parents who has to work early or have to work late.
I see.
So it's very convenient.
But it's supervised, right?
Yes.
Oh, that is
Supervised
very
by their
helpful.
teachers.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's very helpful for working parents.
That is correct. Yes.
Right, and as you said, that was one of the reasons that was important to you and your husband.
Because that when the children get home from school, we don't have to worry about, making sure that they do their homework, because most of the time it's already done at school.
Wow.
So you get to relax and enjoy your time with the children at home.
That's very important.
That's great help. Yeah. Now, Maple, how about the fact that Cornerstone Academy is a Christian school?
Yes.
Do you find that's important to some parents?
To some parents, they like that the children learn through the Bible and biblical principles. They learn the loving, to care for each other, to listen to their parents, and the love of God. We teach the children as early as freshman preschool. We tell Bible stories and sing songs and praise God.
Yeah. I see sometimes meeting some of the children, they are much more polite than some of the kids I met. And say good morning, which is kind of rare, unfortunately, nowadays, which is, that's really good. Now, I'm also curious, Maple, does Cornerstone Academy have a mission statement?
Yes, we do. Well, let me read it to you.
Oh, I'd love to hear that.
The mission statement is threefold. 1, to guide the student toward excellence in academic, social, physical, and spiritual development based on Christian principles.
That's very good.
Number 2, to prepare the students for productive lives as responsible citizens in a free and competitive society.
That's important.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then number 3, to create and develop a community of mutual support comprised of the school, the students' families, and Cornerstone Evangelical Baptist Church.
So the parents and the school, the teachers work together.
Yes, and church members too.
That's very important. Communication is very important.
That is very true. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's very good. I can hear the emphasis on developing the child as a whole person, right? And helping him to be, or him or her to be a responsible citizen, individual.
Yes.
And then the mutual support between the communities that is involved. And that's, thank
it's
you
like
for
a total
sharing
package.
That. Yes, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. I know if I'm a parent looking for school, that's what I want to hear. Yeah, thank you. Now, let's talk a little bit more about Cornerstone Academy. For example, what grade levels does the school cover, and also maybe how many students are in your student body?
We have preschool all the way up to high school, 12th grade, and approximately 1,000 students in our 3 campuses.
Yeah, so it's a good size, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
We have 3 locations. One is in the Sunset on Lawton Street. One is at Silver Avenue. And another one is on Cambridge Street.
On Cambridge, what grade levels?
Cambridge Street is the middle school and high school.
Oh, I see.
And then the Lawton Street is only preschool.
And Silver?
And Silver is preschool through 5th grade.
Sometimes I see the kids are really, really young. So they actually come, those are preschoolers.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and you have a lot of preschoolers.
We actually this year have over 355 preschool students. Preschool students, yeah.
They are on waiting list.
they were on waiting list, but I'm just talking about this year enrollment. Yeah.
And they're real happy.
Yes. We actually have 3 levels of preschool. The youngest level is called freshman. They're 2.5 years old. Then the next level is junior. They're 3 to 4. And the highest level is the senior level.
Anything else, general information about the school you'd like to share with the parents or prospective parents?
Our preschool program is an all-day program. The instructions are, for freshman and junior preschool, the instructions are in Cantonese in the morning. Then they have a 2 hours nap. And then when they wake up, they'll have English instructions. For the senior preschool level, they have English instructions in the morning. Then after nap, it's Cantonese instruction.
So it's dual language instruction.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, I know one of the important information I think parents might be looking for is how old do you start accepting them?
Well, they can start application at any time after the child is born.
Oh, wow. Okay.
After. We actually had someone who tried to apply pregnant. We have to tell them, sorry, you have to wait.
Well, you can apply earlier, then you don't have to be on the waiting list.
Well, there will always be a wait list because school starts only the starting date for the school year is always in August. But we accept application all year round.
So in other words, when parents are interested, they should contact you right away.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Yeah. Anything else you can think about that might be special about Cornerstone Academy's preschool program?
Well, besides learning how to read and write alphabets, Chinese characters, and numbers, they also learn through singing, movement, nursery rhymes, and they might recite some Chinese poems or English poems as well.
That is good.
I've got a question. Now, you mentioned about Cantonese and the preschool level. Now, what if some children, they are not Chinese?
We actually have a few families that both parents are not Chinese, but they want the children to learn how to speak Cantonese because...
And then Mandarin afterward.
Right, because they feel that it is important for the children to learn a third language.
Well, Chinese is popular.
Yes. So, we have a few parents that are like that.
Do you have any Mandarin-speaking parents?
Oh, many of our parents are Mandarin-speaking. The interaction time, the teacher can speak Mandarin to the children or to help them to understand what was taught in Cantonese separately, individually, if the children need help.
If they don't know Cantonese or Chinese at the beginning, at the end, Did they learn to speak some?
Yes,
How
actually.
many vocabulary? How big is the vocabulary by then?
For junior level, even if they come and start school not knowing any Cantonese, by the time school year is over, they can actually communicate quite well with their teachers in Cantonese.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Sometimes the non-Chinese speaking parent will say, "My son tried to teach me Cantonese at home."
That's wonderful.
That's exciting.
Yes, and they also love to hear the children sing the Cantonese song.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so now we go back to kindergarten.
Okay.
I guess they don't need as much sleep, right? They need less sleep.
Yeah, the kindergarten children still have a nap time.
They
It's
still
only
have a
an
nap
hour and a half.
Oh, okay. Now, what is kind of special to you in the kindergarten level?
Well, I know that in Cornerstone's kindergarten program, the children learn both languages, like the preschool.
Still,
They have English in the morning and Cantonese after nap time. And the teacher uses a lot of different ways to teach their subject matters. A lot of encouragement and a lot of guidance. And like, for example, when the children are learning how to write, the teacher will ask them to use a combination of drawing, dictating, and writing, so that they can compose a brief narrative or state their opinion or their preference on a certain subject.
In
I have
kindergarten?
Yes, in kindergarten. Yes. Actually, I have some samples that I can show you. So this is where we will.
Oh, I see. I'm sure that you have it available for the parents who.
That is kindergarten.
Yes.
That is very, very good. I know that as we move on to higher grade levels, like elementary school, middle school, high school, academics, very important
Yes.
to those kids, right?
Yes.
To the parents, still,
yes.
right?
Right.
And I know that your school is accredited.
Yes,
still, right?
that means they check our curriculums and they're all approved by all the colleges and universities nationwide.
Oh, that's good to know.
Mhm.
Now, I know as parents, before when our kids were going through school, the achievement tests,
Yes.
yearly achievement
Yes,
tests were very
yes.
important to us. So, can you share a little bit about the tests, how they did?
Sure. Cornerstone Academy students from second grade on up, they take their achievement tests every year. In the April 2016 test, the result came back and it was very encouraging. It shows that the second and third graders are doing one grade above, and then the fourth to sixth grade children are scored 2 grade levels above.
How do you
their
measure
school
that?
level. The Iowa testing shows us these
I see.
percentages. Yeah.
So you have the standard guideline.
Right. So and the 7th and the 8th grade, they tested 4 and 5 grade levels above theirs.
Oh, so the higher the better.
That is
That's
correct.
amazing.
We're a highly academic school.
That is.
So when you say 4 and of 5 grades higher, are you comparing to other school systems?
Public school, I think mostly.
National.
Oh, I see.
National
I see.
standard test.
That's very commendable.
Mhm.
That's
Yes.
that is amazing.
Yes.
Now, how about are there any interesting awards that the students have?
Yes, our middle
received?
school and high school students have earned. Actually, one student have placed first in the Girls in Science Fair. They consistently place between first and third place in the Mandarin speech contest in the last 10 years. And also the team have won various years volleyball and basketball trophies.
Oh, academic and sports.
Yes.
Oh, that's very good. Also, for parents, I'm sure, we are Chinese parents. We always look forward to our kids hopefully go to college, right?
Yes.
Where are some of the especially well-known colleges or universities that seniors?
I understand that UC Davis, UC Berkeley, UCSF, UC Irvine,
So the
Like
UC
UCLA,
a lot of,
even?
yes,
USC, maybe?
and even USF
Oh, I see.
and UOP.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So they were able to enter the UC system, which is not easy to get into. That's very good. Now let's go back to an area that I think you were interested as a mom, and a lot of parents I know would be very interested. Your after-school program.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little more about that?
Okay, our after-school program runs from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. every day. And it's from first grade up to 12th grade.
Really
and in
good.
the after-school program, there's like 1 hour of study hall. We have a cooking class, we have piano class, there's Chinese folk dance class for girls. They also have Rembrandt painting, engineering for kids. A lot of exciting things.
That's very good for the kids and very helpful to the parents.
And sports, of course, they can join the basketball team or volleyball team.
Yeah, I tell you that would have been really helpful to me as a parent. I used to have to drive them to sports.
That's why
That's really good.
Cornerstone is very parent oriented. It serves the parents' need. And I think that is the main draw for me as a parent.
So there's always a constant communication between parent and the teachers.
Yes.
That's very good.
Yeah, teachers are always very helpful. I remember when my children were young, and I was always amazed the love that they showed the children, and that's what draws me in, and I really cherish those experiences. Yeah.
When our kids were young, that's one thing that I always look for is the attitude and the caring of the teachers.
Yes.
Because they kind of like an extension of the parents.
Yeah, so
that
actually
is very important.
Children see their teachers longer than they see their
parents. Weekdays.
Yeah.
So also role models for the kids too.
True. Yes.
What you share, have been really helpful, Maple. Let me ask you now. If I was a parent, a prospective parent, okay, can you talk to me a little bit? What do you think are the strengths of Cornerstone Academy? Why should I consider coming here?
Well, definitely, I think the dual language is a plus because you don't have to send your kids to Chinese school on the weekend. They learn Chinese at school. It's part of their curriculum. During the after-school time, they have a study hall, and there are college students who are their afternoon teachers. I think those are the two areas that I feel is very strong point for Cornerstone.
Yeah, and it's a safe and loving environment, like you mentioned.
Right.
And maybe we should register for our great kids.
Yes.
I wish they were in the Bay Area. I would definitely have, enjoyed that. Yeah, and our daughter wanted them to learn Cantonese.
Yes. Actually, we have one parent that had lived in Richmond City, and they came to Cornerstone because the mother works in the city.
It's pretty far away.
Yeah, we have several families who live quite far, but they still come because the parent works in the city and they want the children to learn Chinese, so they enroll the children in our school.
Yeah, I think what you share is very helpful. And I think for me, I was very picky as a parent, and I looked at, a lot of schools before I sent our kids to, before we decided on one. So what you share, I think the information is very helpful for prospective parents.
Good.
Now, but if they want to get more information, can you give them the contact information?
Oh, sure. We actually have a website, and our website address is www.cornerstone-academy.net. And we have 3 campuses that I mentioned earlier.
That's right. Yeah.
Our silver campus is preschool through 5th grade, and I'm the contact person. They can call me at 415-587-7256. And at the Lawton campus, it's only for preschool. And the contact person there is Mrs. Anna Tang, and her phone number is 415-665-9747. Then our middle school and upper school, which is high school, is located on the Cambridge Street campus. And the contact person there is Mr. Lu Xian Tan. And his phone number is 415-585-5183.
Thank you, Maple.
You're
And thank you for
welcome.
sharing.
I'm sure the parents will enjoy your sharing and your thoughts and experience. It's
Very helpful.
Very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you.